Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Organic Chemistry on YouTube. Today, we're going to talk about the synthesis of alkenes from alkynes. This involves a catalytic hydrogenation with something known as Lindlar's catalyst. In general, we're starting from an alkyne, and we'd like to add two hydrogens or an H2 molecule across the triple bond to make an alkene. And one reaction that facilitates this and stops it actually at the alkene instead of continuing to the alkane is something known as Lindlar's catalyst. The mechanism of this reaction is complex and outside the scope of this course. We'll also find that this gives only cis alkenes, which is really important when designing the types of molecules you might want to make with this synthesis. So in general, we can talk about some examples instead of mechanisms. So here are the reaction conditions. You'll notice here we start with an alkyne that's di-substituted with two different groups, which I've noted as R and R prime. And then we react that with hydrogen gas, which provides the initial hydrogen molecules that adds to the alkynes, a catalytic mixture of palladium, barium sulfate, quinoline, and methanol. Quinoline is this molecule shown here, where I've written the name right under it. Now, you don't need to memorize all of these different reagents. You can if you like, of course, but all of this together is known as Lindlar's catalyst, and H2, hydrogen, is the active chemical species. Let's do another example. This example of pent-2-ine of, if we take this molecule known as pent-2-ine and react it with Lindlar's catalyst, which you should remember is all of those different reagents before it, this gives the cis alkene. And that's the only product that's observed. The good thing is there's not a lot of variation in these kinds of mechanisms. The good thing is there's not a lot of variations with these different types of reactions. If you see an alkyne and Lindlar's catalyst, you're going to get the cis alkene as the only stereoisomer. So questions you can ask in office hour. 1, what is the role of palladium in this reaction? 2, is this reaction stereospecific? 3, how can you synthesize the transalkene? And 4, what about the alkyne to alkane reaction? Are these two reactions possible? With that, that's been Organic Chemistry in 5 minutes or less. Thanks for tuning in.